If you own or are thinking of starting a business, there are many things you should consider. What type of business entity will you create? Typical choices include corporations, limited liability companies, and partnerships. If you decide to go with a corporation, you will need to choose between an S corporation and a C corporation. If you choose to form a limited liability company, you will need to decide whether the business will be a disregarded entity or treated as a partnership for tax purposes. If you decide on a partnership, you will need to choose between a general partnership or a limited partnership. Entity selection depends on the type of business you are conducting, the nature and number of the owners of the business, and several estate planning and tax considerations. Failing to make the appropriate entity selection can have unintended business and tax consequences. Once you decide what type of entity you are creating for your business, you will need to officially form the entity and make all proper elections and filings with the Illinois Secretary of State, the IRS, the Illinois Department of Revenue, and other government agencies, depending on the type of business. Documents such as operating agreements, shareholder agreements, bylaws, stock certificates, and the like may be necessary to accomplish your goals or be required by law. It can sometimes be beneficial to own your stake in the business as the trustee of your revocable living trust, rather than individually. One effective estate planning strategy is to transfer ownership interests in your closely held business to your spouse or children during your lifetime. Doing so often allows you to utilize discounts in determining the value of the gift. Business, tax, and estate planning goals should be assessed to determine the amount, frequency, and the nature of such gifts.